Fallout 76. I forgot about Fallout 76. Fallout 4 has aged a bit, and since then, Bethesda has come out with Fallout 76, which is an online game. It's an online game that constantly updates. The company Bethesda is involved in keeping up with Fallout 76. There's rewards, there's events, there's new narratives that come out, there's new storylines. It's every month or every other month, there's a new storyline that comes in that everyone's journey. Fallout 76, the narrative, is kind of what you'd expect. I remember when the game launched, it had bugs in it. That people almost threw the game away over it. I kept playing once I picked it up. The narrative of Fallout 76 is that the vault opens and you walk out into Appalachia, which was that, what is that Southern song? Country roads, take me home to the place I'd rather be. Sweet West Virginia, Mount Mama, take me home, country roads. That's where the game starts. They dump you in the hills. And you march out. And it's the oddest thing is that there's structure in place of people who have already done that. You're a slowpoke. At the minute that you step out, there's a robot standing there with weapons saying, here, take one. You're going to need it. And then you march down the hill, and there are two women standing there, saying, "There's some. Is it safe up the road? Should we all? Do you need a weapon? Do I need a weapon? Someone robbed us, and you have to talk to them." And you say, "Yeah, it's probably best up the road." And then they run off. And you run off right after them. And you never see them again. It's really interesting. It feels like the narrative of Fallout 76 lets you go completely. Because it's, you follow a trail of someone who had to leave before. And you're just trying to pick up the breadcrumbs of what they went through. They ran down the road to the church. And then across the street to the fire department and picked up a training manual. And their big idea was, I need to be a first responder in order to survive the apocalypse. And that's the whole narrative of the game. Is that you keep finding threads of, I need to be more equipped and a better survivalist if I'm going to survive out here. And you read the stories of where they went. And it's hilarious because they landed in a house. Not to spoil it. They landed in a house just up the road, one neighborhood over, sitting on a hill. And they give secret base missions out. It's a key checkpoint once you get past the opening quests. And you have your own base, your own weapons, and you're all set up. And right next door, they're raiders. They just pick them off from the front porch. But Fallout 76 is neat. That's basically what the game is. Is an RPG, an MMO, where you get to spend your time becoming a stronger person. I can't remember the details of the narrative. I wouldn't want to share that. But that's the typical idea of it, is that you build a base, and then you build a stronger base. A more fun base. You gain a weapon, and then you find a better one that can handle tougher enemies. And that's the game. And I've played it so much. Typically, people end up going for Secret Service armor. That's basically the end game of Fallout 76. Is that you become so skilled that you try to become a government agent with bulletproof armor walking around the wasteland. And it leads you to fight dragons that show up when you drop a nuclear weapon to eat the radiation. Fallout 76 is creative. The game itself can be mentally taxing visually. It's an odd thing, Fallout. Bethesda's games, Skyrim, you're hunting around in the forest. You're in the past. And there's a novelty to it. They've come out with Starfield, which is future gameplay. And everything looks clean and polished, and you're exploring worlds that haven't been seen before. And that has sort of a bright feeling to it. Fallout, everything's destroyed. And seeing that can be, I don't know, it can affect you to walk around a trash can for that amount of time. I think people try to brighten it up and crack. That's why there's so much humor in Fallout. Because it's one of those narrative situations, I guess, where the person should probably laugh or cry. Because around every corner you'll walk, and then there'll be someone who didn't survive sitting at a picnic table, just their bones and clothes. Part of the fun of Fallout 76, I'd have to say, is that it's not the loop of the grind of clearing out bases. Because they come back instantly almost. Where is that? What's really neat is the photo editor. Part of the fun that I've had is taking pictures of my journey through Fallout 76. After I'm done playing, I go back and I look at screenshots. And it's a type of looking back of role playing, like Civil War, those Civil War reenactments, of where for a moment in time your character was actually there, or you were actually there. It's an odd feeling, because unlike some games where there's music playing and explosions going off, and it's a walk forward like Contra. Fallout dumps you in the world and you just stand there. It's like real life. So when you take screenshots, it feels like you're looking at your own photo book. I highly recommend doing that if you decide to play Fallout 76. Yeah, the graphics are neat. It's an online game, so you're likely to bump into other people. But at best, I don't think you can decide if they can or can't attack you. You can go to a safe server, and it's challenging, but if you like Bethesda games, I recommend it. Okay, that's Fallout 76.